Faithfulness. God will test your heart in small things before he can endow you with big things. God will test your heart with small things before he can give you big things. The faithful man will do the right thing when no one is watching. To be faithful is to be doing the right thing when no one is watching. Faithfulness is one of the greatest branches of integrity. One of the greatest branches of integrity. A faithful man lives a life of integrity, the life of wholeness, completeness, thoroughness, absoluteness. That is a life of faithfulness. In Luke chapter 16, verse number 10, he said, one who is faithful in a very little is also faithful in much. One who is faithful in very little is also faithful in much. So somebody who cannot practice faithfulness in little things, don't think that when things become big, he's going to be faithful. He's a liar. Anybody who is stingy with little will be stingy with much. Even more stingy. Somebody who cannot pay tithe. He say, pastor, it's just 1,000 naira. How can a home pay tithe of 1,000? If he has 1 million, he will not pay 100,000. Will he pay 100,000? He will not pay. So God weighs into our heart to know the condition of our heart before he can stretch his hand to lift us. Faithfulness. Let me give you 3 biblical examples of faithfulness. We have Joseph. Number 1. He was faithful in Potiphar's house. In Genesis 39 verse number 6. He was so faithful that the master left everything in his hand. He says, so he left all that he had in Joseph's charge. And because of him, he had no concern about anything but the food he ate. The master trusted him so much that he left everything in his hand. And he had no concern. His heart was not troubled. He slept peacefully because I trust the man that is my steward. The one I put in charge. The thing I put in his care is better in his care than in my care. That is faithfulness. Can you be trusted with what is another man? Can you be trusted? How faithful are you? Listen to me. Crookedness is the witchcraft of destiny. When you are crooked, you build a dam against the flow of God's goodness to your life. When you are crooked. Listen. So many people are the foundation power fighting their own life. And they bind foundation power. Why? Because their ways are not pure. When your ways are not pure, you will not go far before you become poor. Purity provoke prosperity. Impurity provoke poverty. Faithfulness is the bedrock of divine lifting. The bed, anywhere, anytime, any day. Faithfulness is the bedrock of divine lifting. Faithfulness is a process that eventually ends in success. It's a process, but it eventually ends in success. It is not a Ponzi scheme. Faithfulness is not a Ponzi scheme. You put this one plus this one, you are going to just make the investment now in 1 hour, they are going to get you. That is not, faithfulness does not work like that. It's a process. It can be slow, but when you arrive there, the stage will be steady. When you go up by faithfulness, your stage will be steady. Faithfulness. Faithfulness will first of all wear you a garment, wear you a name that will make way for your fame. It will wear you a name. And that name now goes further to make way for your fame. Faithfulness. Fight to live the life of faithfulness. The master did not care about anything he put in his care. Let this be your dream. Let it be your dream life. Let it be your dream attitude. Let it be your dream attitude. After he trusted him, Potiphar, he was trusted in Potiphar's house. But later he was trusted with a nation. That is the progression of the life of faithfulness. Because the path of the just shine brighter and brighter unto the glorious day, unto the perfect day. Every blessing that comes through faithfulness is progressive. Every blessing that comes through unfaithfulness is regressive. I want to come again. Every blessing that comes through faithfulness is progressive. But every blessing that comes